Dear students, in this video we are going to learn excretion in plants and releasing of substances which are waste products in the plants. In previous classes we studied about excretion in human beings. The chief excretory organs in the man are kidneys. We know liver secretes bile juice which contains bilirubin, bilirubineins. Two pigments present in bile juice. What is the purpose of bile juice? Actually, bile juice అనేది digestive systemలో ఫ్యాట్స్ని emulsify చేయడానికి హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది. But after emulsification of fats, emulsification means breaking down of complex fats into fatty acids. ఈ ఫ్యాట్స్ ఫ్యాటీ యాసిడ్స్గా ఎమల్సిఫై బ్రేకప్ అయిన తర్వాత బైల్ జ్యూస్ వేస్ట్ మెటీరియల్గా బయటికి ఎలిమినేట్ చేయబడుతుంది. ఓకే, వీ నో దట్ యూరిన్ ఈజ్ yellowish in color because of bile juice. So that is about functioning of liver, how the way it secretes some waste material after some mechanism. Next, if you think about lungs, we have studied lungs in respiratory system. So lungs kuda em chestayi, they release carbon dioxide outside. Carbon dioxide is as gaseous waste products. So lungs also considered additional excretory organs. Let us think about skin. Skin is the second important organ which comes under excretory organs. That is next to kidneys. Skin sweating రూపంలో ఫ్లూయిడ్ మెటీరియల్ని ఎలిమినేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. సో స్కిన్ యాజ్ ఎక్స్క్రిటరీ ఆర్గాన్. కమింగ్ టు నెక్స్ట్ ఆర్గాన్, large intestine. Large intestine also, it eliminates magnesium, calcium, some other ions along with the feces. So feces is undigested food material. You know, feces is otherwise called stool. So we can consider large intestine also as another excretory organ. So these are the excretory organs we see in our body, but the chief excretory organs in man are kidneys. We have studied kidneys detailedly. Like in human beings and some other higher animals, excretion is also seen in plants. But one thing we should remember, plants lo specific organs antu emi undavu, but all the systems will go on continuously. Excretion, respiration, other cellular activities, everything will go on continuously. We know that plants have all the metabolic activities. So in this topic we will learn about some new definitions and some of the definitions that we learned in our previous classes. For example, metabolism, nitrogenous wastes, stomata, lenticels, transpiration, guttation, herbivores, herbivores, symbiotic relationship, etc. So second unit lo manam metabolism ane word ni manam study chesam. So during metabolism some wastes are produced. What is meant by metabolism? Glucose molecule సెల్స్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిన తర్వాత ఆక్సిజన్తో ఆక్సిడైజ్ అవుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ గ్లూకోజ్ మాలిక్యూల్ ఈజ్ బర్న్ట్ ఇన్ ద సెల్స్. ఆఫ్టర్ ఆక్సిడైజింగ్, sufficient or certain amount of energy is generated in the cells. When energy is generated by oxidizing glucose molecule, it is said to be metabolism. ఒక విధంగా చెప్పాలంటే మెటబాలిజంనే రెస్పిరేషన్ అని కూడా అంటాం. బికాస్ వెన్ ఎనర్జీ ఈజ్ జనరేటెడ్ with the help of that generated energy, other vital functions continuously happen or occur in each and every tissue of our body. Energy generate అయితే other functions జరుగుతాయి. For example, let me tell you, working of brain, working of heart, lungs, other organ systems, they depend on energy by oxidizing glucose molecule. Oxygen glucose molecule ni oxidize చేస్తే that is called metabolism. But we have learnt it as respiration. As we know very well about lungs, the way they expel carbon dioxide outside. Oxygen is utilized, carbon dioxide is released outside, energy is generated. Okay, you know the equation for respiration. Glucose molecule oxidize with oxygen and produce energy. Carbon dioxide and water are waste products or end products. End products of respiration are energy, carbon dioxide, water. But energy is essential thing, but carbon dioxide and water are waste products. Okay, so in that way, while this oxidation is going on, glucose molecule బాడీలో ఆక్సిడైజ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు కొన్ని ప్రోటీన్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతాయి. ఈ ప్రోటీన్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ అంటే నైట్రోజన్ కంటైనింగ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ కాంపౌండ్స్. ఈ నైట్రోజన్ కాంపౌండ్స్ ఏమవుతాయి అంటే ఈ ఆక్సిడేషన్ ఆఫ్ గ్లూకోజ్ ఎనర్జీ జనరేటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్లో ఇవి కూడా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయినప్పుడు ఫైనల్గా కొన్ని నైట్రోజీనస్ వేస్ట్స్ రిలీజ్ అవుతామండి. సో నైట్రోజీనస్ వేస్ట్ అనే వర్డ్ మన లెసన్లో ఉంటుంది. నైట్రోజీనస్ వేస్ట్ ఆర్ ప్రొడ్యూస్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ సమ్ ప్రోటీన్ మాలిక్యూల్స్. సో దోస్ ప్రోటీన్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ ఇన్ metabolism of our body. So nitrogenous wastes are produced as waste products in our body. The same way plants లో కూడా అలాగే గ్లూకోజ్ మాలిక్యూల్ ఆక్సిడైజ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు నైట్రోజినస్ వేస్ట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయి. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సింది మెటబాలిజం ఈజ్ ఫర్ బయాలజికల్ ప్రాసెస్, ప్లాంట్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఇన్ యానిమల్స్. Now let us see the content given in the lesson. We are aware of that variety of end products are formed during metabolism. Metabolism time lo konni end products form avutayi. Okay, now let us see the definition of metabolism. Ee metabolism definition mana textbook lo ivvaledu. The biochemical reactions that occur in the cells of the body that change food into energy is called metabolism. In other words, this is the mechanism of respiration. Metabolism is the mechanism of respiration. Some proteins are active during metabolism to generate energy. That means during respiration, some protein molecules involve in the generation of energy. These proteins are formed as end products that are called nitrogenous wastes. కొన్ని ప్రోటీన్స్ యాక్టివ్గా ఉంటూ సమ్ అదర్ నైట్రోజినస్ కాంపౌండ్ని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తాయి. దే ఆర్ యాజ్ నైట్రోజినస్ వేస్ట్స్. దీస్ నైట్రోజినస్ వేస్ట్స్ ఆర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ ప్లాంట్స్. Plants do not have specific organs to excrete these nitrogenous wastes. ఏదైనా ఒక వేస్ట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆర్గానిజం బాడీలో ఫామ్ అయిందంటే that should be eliminated through some organ systems. But such organ systems are not present in the plants. And one more interesting aspect, breaking down of waste substances in plants is much slower than in animals. Because to eliminate any substance from organism's body, those substances should be broken down. So when substances or waste products are broken down, it is easy to store or send outside by the organism very easily. Plants kuda atvanti function ne exhibit cheyalante substances break up avali, small substances ga form kavali. But it is very slow in the plants. And another point, Accumulation of wastes in plants is also much slower because some wastes are accumulated or stored in the plant. This is another aspect regarding excretion. So when green plants in dark area or in darkness or some other plants or some plants that do not possess chlorophyll perform respiration. ఏ ప్లాంట్స్ అయితే క్లోరోఫిల్ తక్కువగా ఉండి డార్క్ ఏరియాలో ఉన్నప్పుడు దే అండర్గో రెస్పిరేషన్. యాజ్ ఏ రిజల్ట్ carbon dioxide and water are produced as respiratory waste products during respiration. So these are the end products. They should be eliminated. Even oxygen itself can be considered as a waste product generated during photosynthesis. We are all know very well about photosynthesis. One of the end products, oxygen. It is also as a waste product that is eliminated by the plant through stomata. Oxygen exits outside through stomata of leaves and lenticels of stem. You have studied stomatal openings in previous classes and lenticels in the second unit. Let us observe the picture of lenticel. The outer layer of the bark has white patches. Those white patches are lenticels present on the stem. Here is a textual question. Let us see in this video how plants manage or send out waste products from their body parts. This is the question given in our textbook. So to answer this question, let us see the point-wise information. The first point for the answer for the given question is plants get rid of excess water by two processes. Plants తీసుకున్న ఎక్సెస్ వాటర్ని టూ ప్రాసెసెస్ ద్వారా బయటికి ఎలిమినేట్ చేస్తాయి. దే ఆర్ ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ అండ్ గటేషన్. What is meant by transpiration? The process of elimination of excess of water in the form of water vapor through stomatal pores. It is called transpiration. We have studied transpiration in third unit and also previous classes. So stomatal openings ద్వారా water, excess of water plants లోకి ఎంటర్ అయితే eliminate అయిపోతుంది. That is in the form of water vapor. So you can understand by observing this given picture. One of the processes to eliminate excess of water from the plant. The second process is guttation. Guttation is another process to eliminate or to get rid of excess of water that enters the plant. So here see the definition of guttation. The process of loss of water in the form of water droplets from hydatodes on the leaf margin. It is called guttation. Here, what is meant by hydatodes? Hydatodes are pores or openings present at the end of the veins through which excess of water is lost in the form of water droplets. So, if you observe the picture of rose leaf that is given in our video, see the picture of rose leaf. Margin of leaf has droplets where hydatodes are present. Here water droplets on leaf margin, they are released outside through hydatodes. Actually rose, banana and some other small plants, their leaves perform this guttation to eliminate excess of water. The second point for the question, some waste products produced in the plant, they may be stored in leaves, bark, fruits also. Here leaves store some waste products which are produced in the plants. Bark, the picture of bark, see that outermost dead layer of the trunk of the tree is called bark. Okay, this bark also stores some waste products. So another picture, variety of fruits of different plant species. Those plants, their fruits store some of the waste product. some of the wastes are stored in the fruits in the form of solid bodies are called raphides. Raphides అనేవి specialized solid waste bodies present in the fruits. Let us see some of the raphides which are in the form of some diagrams here given in this video. However, several compounds are synthesized by the plants by their own use, especially for defense. Defense ante plants to defend from enemies. ఏవైనా ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ కానీ సమ్ అదర్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ వాటిని స్పాయిల్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు డిఫెండ్ చేసుకోవటానికి ప్లాంట్స్ రిలీజ్ సమ్ వేస్ట్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్. మెనీ ప్లాంట్స్ synthesize chemicals and store them in roots, leaves, seeds, etc. for protection from herbivores. You know the meaning of herbivores? Herbivores means plant eating animals like goat, cow, sheep, deer, buffalo, horse, donkey, etc. ఈ హెర్బివోర్స్ నుంచి సేవ్ చేసుకోవడం ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవటానికి దే సెక్రీట్ సమ్ కెమికల్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్. సో దీస్ కెమికల్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ ఆర్ స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ ద ప్లాంట్ పార్ట్స్. Most of the chemicals released by the plants are unpleasant to taste. Hence, herbivores usually do not prefer to eat such plants. So, ఏ ప్లాంట్స్ అయితే ఈ అన్వాంటెడ్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ రిలీజ్ చేస్తాయో అవి అన్ప్లెజెంట్గాను డిస్టేస్ట్ఫుల్గా కూడా ఉంటాయి. అంటే యానిమల్స్ do not like to eat such parts of the plants which are with some unwanted substances. Some of the chemicals are toxic or poisonous and may even kill the animal that eats them. ఈ రిలీజ్ అయిన సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ టాక్సిసిటీ గాను పాయిజనస్ గాను ఉండటం వల్ల యానిమల్స్ ఒకవేళ తింటే దే మే డై. సో ఆ కెమికల్స్ యానిమల్స్ని చంపేయచ్చు కూడా. దట్స్ వై దోస్ ఆర్ ద అన్ప్లెజెంట్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్. Two pictures are given here. Those plants release some toxic substances. These plants are not eaten by the herbivores. One is calotropis and another one is adenium, gilead mokka, adenium mokka. So they are widely grown in our surroundings. You know, adenium is an ornamental plant. But animals, especially herbivores, do not eat those plants like adenium or calotropis. Calotropis, Telugu name gilead. Another important point, some of the plants secrete chemicals when injured. These chemicals heal the wounded part and help the plant to recover from the injury. For example, drumstick. Drumstick అంటే మునగ చెట్టు. మనం డ్రమ్స్టిక్ ట్రంక్ని డ్యామేజ్ చేస్తే సమ్ గమ్మీ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ సెక్రీటెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ డ్యామేజ్డ్ పార్ట్. సో ఇట్ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ గమ్మీ లైక్ సబ్స్టెన్స్, మనం గమ్స్ అని చెబుతూ ఉంటాం. సో సమ్ పీపుల్ యూజ్ దట్ సెక్రీషన్ యాజ్ గమ్. మీన్స్ దే రిలీజ్ దట్ వేస్ట్ సబ్స్టెన్స్ టు హీల్ దట్ డ్యామేజ్డ్ పార్ట్. సో నాట్ ఓన్లీ డ్రమ్స్టిక్, తుమ్మ చెట్టు అకేషియా అంటాం, అది కూడా తుమ్మ చెట్టు. ఈవెన్ కోకోనట్ ఆల్సో, when any part of the coconut tree is damaged, it secretes some gummy-like substance to heal that part. Another biological phenomenon in this part, some plants release chemicals containing attractants, fragrant smell containing substances for other organisms which will help the plants for pollination. Because see the butterflies which lie on the flowers. See how butterflies are attracted by the flowers. So those flowers release some chemicals, fragrant smell containing chemicals. That's why butterflies perform pollination. And next, some plants release some chemicals for dispersal of their seeds. We have studied different ways of dispersal of seeds in previous classes. The pictures of some of the seeds which are influenced by the animals, because the plants release some chemicals to attract some other organisms to disperse their seeds. This is another interesting phenomenon. So waste products are released in the plants. Those waste products are helping some of the plants to disperse their seeds. Some plants secrete some chemical substances which are utilized for their nutrition. For example, plants such as beans having root nodules, uh, they secrete chemicals to attract rhizobia. Rhizobia means nitrogen fixing bacteria. So those chemicals to attract rhizobia into the surroundings of the roots and form a symbiotic relationship with the rhizobium bacteria. Here root nodules present on the roots of the beans plant. So here they secrete some chemical substances. Beans plant secrete some chemical substances to attract bacteria. Here in this symbiotic relationship, it means a relationship between the individuals of two or more different species. This relationship sometimes gives benefit to both the species. See here, for example, rhizobium bacteria live in root nodules of bean plant. Bacteria provide nitrogen compounds to plant, and bean plants gives shelter to bacteria with the help of nodules, root nodules. Hence, both bacteria and bean plant get benefited. Let us see the picture of roots of bean plants having root nodules. Rounded bodies are there on the roots, in which rhizobium fixing bacteria live and take these nodules as their shelter. Okay, and this is about some of the chemical substances which are produced in the plants as waste products, but they are very, very important in different aspects. In a nutshell, or the summary of this entire topic, here let me tell you in a brief. Carbon dioxide and water are end products of respiration. These are eliminated by the plants like animals. Oxygen produced or released in photosynthesis is also eliminated outside by the plants as waste products. Means involved in respiration are converted into nitrogenous wastes. So these nitrogenous wastes or proteins produced as waste products are important for plants. They are stored in the plant parts, and excess of water is eliminated from plants by two processes called transpiration and guttation. So leaves, bark, roots, fruits, etc. store some waste. Fruits store waste products in the name of RAPHIDES. Plants release chemical attractants for pollination, seed dispersal,